And hi, M.Gildersleeve, living in Maple Ridge. Just a quick announcement: Wilderness Community Bus apparently is having to head back into town. So for those that are needing to do that, that's the announcement. Comments
Or questions?
and questions. I've got some of both. We haven't been getting many. The answers this evening have been really short-coming. It's almost laughable that what you're putting on us here. And, I was here, if I can flash back here about, let's see, 10, 12 years on the math here, to the 1995, when we were standing at microphones speaking of the need for this park, Microphone Park. We went through that. We all gloried in the final decision. I've also been involved in when we had the first threat to that, which was the gravel mine that was proposed up there. And there were thousands of letters. I don't know if you guys don't have done your homework, but there were literally thousands of letters that responded to that. And that was, again, and now I'm really object. We're living in a day and age where you guys can come in here, and our government can give you marching orders and go picking off creeks here. 1, 2, not 1, not 2, but 7 or 8. What is it? 8. Yeah, 8. You know, just like a memorial. Look at these pictures here, and you've got your stamp on it. I am really objecting to that. Those are wild creeks. You can't help them. They're not for sale. We're not going to sit here and watch the industrialization of Pitt River watershed happen. Not going to happen. This is not small footprint stuff. This is the beginning of the end. This, as I see it, is the biggest threat we've faced in BC in our environmental fights that we've had over the years. The biggest fight. We're not going away. We're yelling. I'm just really, I'm peeved. When I hear how, I hear figures being bandied about here by Mr. Krasinski, we hear 95% of these roads are already there, and I hear Russ Taylor say there's 66%. What is it? Can I have an answer on that, please? How many?
Which roads?
Which roads? We've heard 95% are already all there. And we've also heard 66% are already all there, because that's a really soft footprint, only 30...
Okay, hang on.
If you'd like me to comment on that,
Yes, I would.
95% of...
Stand up!
Thank you.
95% of the roads within the Pitt River Valley that exist are being utilized for the project. The 66% what you mentioned?
No, you mentioned.
No, you
The Pitt Meadows, yeah, I mentioned it now, you first did.
that was referring to the transmission line and the percentage of the route that follows either existing forestry roads or the existing 500 kV transmission line. There's two separate issues.
This is I'm left confused. I'm left you guys just throwing figures at us, the questions that are, I'm in awe of the passion and the knowledge and the folks that are here. And it's it's laughable what's being thrown at us here. I saw those, I looked at, who you consulted, because you make it very clear. At the Pitt Meadows meeting, you said, yeah, we consulted with the Burke Mountain Naturals. We consulted with the Wilderness Community, as we called it. That's half information got to say on there what their response is. I'm not going to have I belong to up on that thing saying I'm consulted. We're already feeling that this is a sham or a process.
It's representation.
The guidelines, but just imagining here, this is the park adjustment policy, and I'm imagining myself being, very tenured minister who's checking it off here. Okay, number 1, my eyesight isn't very good. Alternatives to avoid the park have been considered. Check. Overall economic benefits to the province have been documented. Check. Social and environmental impacts have been documented. Check. Mitigation and restoration have been identified. Check again. First Nations have been adequately consulted. Check. The local community has been consulted. Check. Alternatives to avoid the park have been considered. Check. Okay, that sounds good to me. You know, that's what we could be facing here, folks. Don't forget it. We're actually, our passion is, you know, it can't help. You're the guys that are sitting here. It's going to come your way. Not a lot of gender balance around it, but anyhow, I thought I'd throw that in. Our comments needs and our passion needs to go to the government. Officials from here is where that belongs, guys. But we're really pissed off at you guys too. I really resented the fact that you're standing up saying we are going to add 400 and whatever 96 hectares. Who made that decision? How did you come to that? I need to know that.
Which decision?
The question is, how did you get that on a map? That 496 hectares, it was going to be compensation, or I mean, public drive, I guess.
Hang on.
It's not yours to give. My advice with that lawyer.
Just a moment.
Yeah.
Where'd it come from? Who gave you permission?
Who? Give me a name. Give me a government official.
Okay.
That's our name.
It's just a proposal.
And don't stand there and say we're going to give you grizzly bear habitat and we're going to give you this and that, and you're taking away a bloody watershed.
I just want to clarify something about that proposal. As Jacob said, it is exactly that, a proposal right now. There has been no decision made as to whether or not that will become part of the park.
Well, we're presenting it in a public meeting. This is information. We're seeing that. Whoever I am, I'm looking at this and thinking, well, that looks good.
Excuse me, wasn't it given because it had no forestry value?
I have no idea. Are you, okay, you can ask that question in a moment. Let's finish with this gentleman first. Please, there's quite a few.
The bus is waiting apparently, so for those that want to jump on it, I would do that, or if not, we're going to stay the night here. How long have the roads been decommissioned?
Hang on.
The existing roads? You've got it.
Some of the roads that the proponents proposing to use for access are active, and a lot of them are deactivated. That question came up before, so I see people would like to see a breakdown of that, so we'll put that together.
I was happy to see our MLA here, Michael Sather, and whenever Randy Hawes is. Because I would just note here, folks, send him a note, get him on, get him aware of this. I think he's already on board, he's supporting this. I'm going to pass now. I appreciate
Thank you very much.
I do expect to be equivalent, because that's where it all started. I don't know how you could not do that.